Woo! Tim, what are you doing? What are you doing with the predictions championship belt over there? Tim,
let it flow. Oh yeah.
Stop swinging it around like it's your dick. Sit down. We got to come up with a cold opener for the show this week.
We don't have a cold opener. We don't have one planned out.
We don't?
No.
No.
So why don't you just pack that round thing over there and light it up?
I mean, Tim, I can't smith some whiz on TNT, bro.
We're on TNT?
Oh, wait. No, we're not. Well, in that case, let's smith some whiz, catch kids, and suck it, 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 suck it. Tip. Too sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the only Bullet Club approved pro wrestling podcast in all of Zop Gaming.
Just so you know, Adam, when Tamatanga tweets out that he's going to come and beat us up for that, I'm pointing him to you.
No, Anderson and Gallows approved us.
When Tamatanga comes calling, I'm going to point him to you.
I mean, as long as his dad's not backing him up, I think I could take him on. I think I can. No, I can't. Anyway, I'm Adam.
I'm Tim. And it's nice, Adam, that you decided to become X-Pac for a second.
Oh, yeah, I know. That man could give you the suck it so fast.
A little too fast.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
he hurt himself one time.
you know, she's not finishing.
No, she's not. No.
She knows, and she's come to terms with it.
Yes. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the news program. You know what this is, what we're going over this week.
The only spot on Zop Gaming for your pro wrestling news.
Yes.
Sure, that works this week. Yeah. Well, we're working on it. Give us some time. It's only our first week doing multiple podcasts.
Right.
Exactly. I would never lie to you.
But let's go ahead and kick things off. You know, you've listened to our show plenty of times. We're talking about the ratings. Wednesday Night Wars.
You know, when we record on a Thursday, not Wednesday. But
yeah, of course. Yeah.
And you know who won this week? It's obvious. It is NXT.
No, dude. No. It was AEW this week with a go-home show. They got 934,000 viewers, which was up by nearly 100,000 from last week. That is a good jump there.
Yeah, for a go-home show, that's awesome.
And NXT this week sadly fell, though. They fell to 692. They dropped about 40,000.
This isn't that many, but they're down low again.
Yeah.
But there may be some good news for them in the future. We'll get to that.
I mean, this only proves one thing, though.
What's that?
Shaq is a draw.
Yeah. Shaq is an official pro wrestling draw.
And he's got a pretty decent powerbomb, and he's able to sell.
And the fact that he took a fucking table bump.
Table bump, bro.
And this wasn't a normal table bump. That table is gone. Shattered.
It's gone.
Non-existence because
Bully Ray saw that table spot and he went, oh, I'm sorry. That was beautiful.
I gotta change my pants now.
Yeah.
He's like, why couldn't we have ever done anything like that in the Attitude Era?
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. But yeah, I mean, overall, AEW did a great job. It was your go-home show before Revolution, and you still had this good of a draw. I wonder if they're going to get a good post-Revolution bump, too.
I think it will come down to how good the pay-per-view is. I think they will.
It's got an exploding barbed wire death match. Of course it's going to be an amazing show.
They're going to... will it break 1 million? I think it has the potential to. But it will. I definitely think they'll at least retain what they had.
I feel that 930 or 900 plus will be a good mark.
I'm saying they're not going to drop below what they have.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
The million is definitely a very possibility for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, I don't know. We'll see. But the pay-per-view, which we'll be doing predictions that will go up on Sunday.
Yes.
Will be up there for that. So it will be really good show. I can't wait for it. My new boss, who just happened to watch AEW, was talking to me yesterday when I was doing some paperwork. He's like, I think I might get the pay-per-view. I was like,
good man.
The guy who just really watched AEW because it was on and he had stuff to do around the house. And he's like,
and now he's like, I'm a fan.
He's like, it was a really good product. And then he's like, he didn't want to do our program, our stuff on Wednesday because AEW was that night. And he's like, but we had to because I had stuff I had to do today.
Yeah, of course. Like this.
No, actually, transfer my license to New Hampshire for once.
Oh, you're finally not going to be the Florida man anymore?
Nope, I'm not going to be the Florida man. My
Good
car
job.
is, but I'm not.
That is a Florida car.
That's going to be a Florida car for a little while.
In New Hampshire, Florida car goes on killing spree.
By the way, Adam,
no one behind the wheel, though.
Adam, by the way, have I ever told you, because I'm pretty sure I've never said this ever on our podcast, how much I hate Florida?
I don't think you've ever brought up how much you hate Florida.
I hate fucking Florida. Even more now than I did before.
I think a few times while down there, you said that you hated it.
No, I don't think I've ever said it on this podcast. Maybe to you personally, but never on the podcast that I think I ever said.
Could have sworn there was an episode that you complained about the weather.
Well, I complained about the weather and saying how much I hate the weather versus hating Florida. That's two different things.
Yeah, because it was 95 with like 99% humidity.
Yeah, you walk out and you take a step and you're already drenched from sweat because it's that humid.
You open the door and you have to take a step back because outside just slapped you.
That's like going into my apartment because my roommate wanted to keep it at like 70 at all times.
I like your roommate.
No.
I would have kept the house at 65.
No.
It would have been near and out. You should probably put on a sweatshirt.
I'm like, not if I'm living there. We had an argument over. He's like, I pay the electric bill. I'm like, that's nice.
I'll pay half of it. I don't care.
I'm like, that's nice. I live in the fucking colder room. Don't care.
That's true.
We're not keeping it that cold.
Should have changed rooms then.
Hey, he had the option, but he wanted the bigger room.
Okay.
But anyway, so outside the ratings, which was a good one, we're going to move right into our big story of the week. And that is something.
Big Kaz is returning to No, I'm just kidding with you guys.
No.
No.
But if you haven't heard of Big Kaz news, go look it up. It's actually good job for you, though, bro.
He looks good.
Looked really good for taking the time off, which is good for him. But anyway, our big story is NXT moving to Tuesday nights.
It's not even a question. They need to move to Tuesday nights.
We've said that.
They need to free themselves up.
We've said that a billion times, but apparently this is going to happen. So
finally,
there was a rumor going around that, because Dave Meltzer did talk about this on the 24th of last month, they were talking about possibly moving NXT to Tuesday nights.
Right.
Nothing was confirmed, but there was talk of it. And this was a rumor about they're going to do it. The guy who said the rumor, brought the rumor up, has followed up since yesterday when this was brought up, is that on the TV side of the deal for USA, it's a done deal. They're moving. So
they're going to move no matter what.
And it's going to be happening after WrestleMania. The Tuesday after WrestleMania will be the first NXT on a Tuesday
You know what?
night.
That's not that bad.
And the reason why...
I actually like it because for me, WrestleMania is always the beginning of the next year.
And it's a good break. It's a great timing to do that. There's also apparently going to be a surprise takeover right around like the weekend of WrestleMania.
Surprise takeover.
Because apparently when you go to cancel your network subscription, it tells you about a secret NXT takeover happening that same weekend.
It's not a secret if you're telling everyone. Come on.
An unplanned or unannounced one. But, like NXT has not gone on TV and said takeovers happening at WrestleMania.
It's March. It's a month out.
I know.
And it's not an official announcement, but they're telling everyone, so it's real.
They're telling people because they want you to know, so you'll stick around.
Yeah.
Because that's when.
Well, okay. No, I remember when I canceled. They're like, "Do you want to cancel? Because, even if you cancel now, you will still have this pay-per-view that's coming up." And I forget what it was.
Well, no, because if you're canceling now, this was like I think this was like right in the last week or so. So you wouldn't get there because it's officially how they're doing the switch over. Fastlane is going to be on both the network and Peacock because the official full switch over is right before WrestleMania.
Yes.
That's when because WrestleMania will only be on Peacock. So the idea is like stick around because you'll get that NXT takeover for WrestleMania. You're gonna miss out on WrestleMania. It's a smart move.
Yeah.
Even though they haven't officially announced the name of the takeover or anything like that.
It should just be surprise.
But
NXT takeover. Surprise.
But the reason behind this is apparently USA and WWE's sole purpose of putting NXT on Wednesday nights on cable was to hurt AEW.
It was meant to just disrupt them.
Disrupt them, hurt their ratings, so they would not be able to go. So they could say, USA say, we have the number one targeted pro wrestling channel. Well, now that they have the network on Peacock, it's all about Peacock, and
I know.
To get the numbers up, if they build up NXT's numbers, more people will likely sign up for Peacock to watch the takeovers. Now, are they wrong? If you actually let NXT build up, I think there'd be more people who would. Let me phrase that. Not more people. Old people who have left the network would come back. Heck, I would consider doing it.
Yeah.
For takeovers. I don't give a shit about their pay-per-views. I'm not watching WrestleMania this year. Don't care. We've talked about not actually doing predictions. We're still going to do predictions.
Yeah.
But we've talked about not doing predictions.
We almost were, almost trying to say no to WrestleMania, but it's WrestleMania, bro. We gotta, maybe a C show that we just don't pay attention to, but I know we'll pay attention to Fastlane because it's on the road to WrestleMania.
I mean, Fastlane is the greatest pay-per-view of all pro wrestling pay-per-views. Not everything happens at Fastlane, not as WrestleMania. But yes.
Yeah.
So the idea is that they are going to be moving, which would allow them to go unhindered, which we've seen their ratings go up.
Yes.
So does AEW's, which is a good thing. And the article I sent to Adam, just so we remembered to cover this, was Cody's response to it. And he says, so the Wednesday Night War will be over. The winner of that is the fans, because they can both watch, they can watch both shows.
Yes.
Quality wrestling shows that they want to and not have to choose or flip back and forth.
Right.
And it's true. As much as it's disappointing, yes, it is technically a loss to WWE because they're...
it is.
Yeah, but...
They back down.
It's not WWE's choice. It's
no.
USA who's saying...
It's the network going, look, we can't have you here.
No.
When you're unopposed on Wednesday nights or a night, NXT does better. So we're just moving you so that you're unopposed.
Yeah. Universal basically said, we care about Peacock, so you care about Peacock.
Yeah.
And so we're quitting the network. We're going to move them to a separate night.
We need a stronger... Oh, yeah. They need WWE needs a stronger product overall.
Well, yeah. And NXT can be that stronger product.
Yes.
Personally, regardless of the ratings, it is a better product.
Yeah.
It always
it's a damn
has
good... It puts in all of the elements. There's a level of creativity, a level of unknown that can happen.
Yep.
Well, I mean, kind of the level of danger. Someone might get injured.
But also
it's a small and a small audience.
But also the thing is, it takes the pressure off of Triple H of having to try to come up with packed Attitude Era like shows.
Yeah.
To try to get a big rating, which will the fans see what they're doing, and you're just burning through storylines and not giving the payoff they used to do. What
made us want to watch every takeover? It's the fact that these storylines were slow building.
Yep.
And it was months and months before we got like a real payoff. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. That was a 3-year payoff.
Yep.
I'm like that. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about.
So, not just that. It's just like, I mean, I don't think they're gonna be slowing down on the packing up the shows because they have so much talent.
Right.
But with that, the rumored NXT Evolve coming, they can the pressure will come off. Also coming off on the same night will work because you have another show to put your younger talent you just signed, who are ready to be on TV on the network in a sense, but you want to get them in-ring action experience and all that before going over to NXT. It works.
Right.
And then
Actually, I know what this move is. It's not helping out Dynamite. They realize that they can't beat Dynamite. They're moving to Tuesday nights to go after AEW Dark. I knew it. Except that's on YouTube, and you can watch it pretty much anytime you want. So
no. So the real thing is this going to be marked the Tuesday Night Wars, Impact versus WWE, NXT.
Look, that's
two.
That's not going to really.
I do hope
NXT is never going to do the numbers that Impact can do.
Never.
I don't know how anyone could. I am so glad that AEW has decided to have a working relationship with Impact, because it's going to bring AEW up.
Exactly.
You know, Impact does these amazing 200, 300 million viewers.
So,
sorry, I'm looking over my notes. That's 200 to 300,000.
This past
Oh,
week
never mind.
It was actually 150,000.
They have a very core audience, though.
Yes.
And they're on a very small network.
Yes. The one thing that will be an issue is because we have seen when NXT did run on Tuesday nights, Impact got hurt big time.
Yes, that will be the thing. I
wouldn't be surprised if soon after this happens, if they decide to move Impact back to Thursdays.
Thursday. You guys had a good night then.
Yeah. To help with that, because it would be better for them.
And then wrestling fans literally have wrestling every night of the week.
And then, except for Saturdays and Sundays, which were only, but until TNT puts their third hour out, which will be on Saturdays, because it'll be Cody wants that WCW Saturday Night main event. No.
Dark Evolution, that'll be on Saturdays.
No, that's gonna be on Mondays.
That's on Monday. That's gonna compete with Being the Elite. No, you can't do that.
It's gonna compete with Being the Elite and Monday Night Raw. So Raw's is gonna get crushed.
Yeah, Raw's just gonna get crushed every time.
You know how funny that would be if people start tuning into Elevation instead of Monday Night Raw?
No.
Oh, by the way, apparently according to YouTube,
yes,
WWE's popularity has grown on YouTube between 12-year-olds and 24-year-olds in those demographics by a lot.
Oh, okay, I gotta point something out for real.
Okay, go ahead.
You said that this week's TNT did 150,000.
Yeah, something like that.
This week's Being the Elite on Monday on YouTube currently has done 165,000 views.
This is why Tony Khan constantly goes on and makes fun of Impact Wrestling.
I mean, genius move, because I mean, it's also getting the name out there over and over and over again.
But apparently the WWE's has a huge following and growth in these younger demographics. Yeah, you can't say WWE is growing in these popularity in this demographic by YouTube subscribers, because you know what? They're maybe watching a clip means they're not watching your product on Monday. They're watching the clip, and I want to know how much of the actual clip they're watching.
I mean, they definitely have a lot of subscribers.
They have a lot of subscribers, but there's a study shown that they're actually gone up in the 12-year-old to 24-year-old group through YouTube. But again, you can't, just because they subscribe doesn't mean they're watching every single clip WWE puts out. It doesn't mean they're watching the full clip. It means they want to want to know what's going on without actually having to watch the program. You know, kind of like what we do. Except we do it separately. We do the clip. We don't do the clips. We just read someone else's results of it, the write up of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Their numbers for, it's not bad numbers for these.
I'm not talking about NXT. I'm just talking about WWE overall.
Well, yeah, no. I'm looking at what was the because right now the show clips that are going up are from NXT UK.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna be honest. No one's really paying attention to that. Like, I'm looking at that going, okay, we've got...
because UK fans are pissed that WWE decided to do what they were afraid they were going to do and prevent their talent from going to their other shows.
Well, I mean, it's also, 11 p.m. right this second in the UK.
Well, it airs at 3 p.m. here, so it's 8 o'clock.
All right. Yeah, I'm looking at the NXT numbers, and other than specific segments...
Mm-hmm.
and they're clearly like, Adam Cole facing confronting Finn Balor.
Yeah.
That one did 262,000 views.
Oh, that's interesting.
In about 24 hours.
This is on Wrestling Inc. right now.
Yes.
The NXT TakeOver special may be a 2-night event during WrestleMania 37 weekend.
But isn't WrestleMania a 2-night event?
Yes.
What?
So I'm assuming maybe they're going to do... okay, one would air on USA Network that Wednesday, and then... There's been talk about it being a first ever 2-night TakeOver event. The idea would be a night one would air on USA Network that Wednesday, and the weekly NXT episode, while NXT 2, night 2 would air that Thursday on the network. So basically, there would be just a TakeOver level event during their normal time on USA.
That's not a true 2-night.
And then they would do another night on the network, so Peacock. You'd have to get Peacock to see it.
The way that I look at a 2-night wrestling event is it's Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday, or it's 2 days in a row.
And it's on pay-per-view.
Or it doesn't have to be.
Or it's a special paper, or on a network. Like, like a typical TakeOver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, just, hey, if they're going to call it TakeOver, great. You better pull out like an actual TakeOver. Make it look like call it TakeOver. Just saying, we're doing TakeOver, but it's on USA Network.
Yeah.
And by the way, if it's TakeOver, that means there's no fucking commercials.
Exactly. Oh, they're gonna have commercials.
Yeah, I know. But they'll probably have limited. But anyway, well, that's a good big news. We'll see if this gets announced. William Regal on last night's NXT did say there's gonna be a huge NXT shattering announcement next week. Of course, this was a response to Adam Pearce bringing a Raw referee in to call for Dakota Kai to be called unconscious, even though she wasn't the illegal woman at the time in the tag team championship matchup that led to the women's tag team champions retaining. Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming that's gonna be an announcement probably next week.
Yeah, that Adam Pearce isn't the Raw GM. He can't make these decisions.
I know, especially because William Regal is the NXT GM.
Right.
Yeah, it's weird. But it led off of that, but I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Like, I want someone at some point go,
You're not the GM. Why are you doing this? Like,
and have him go, what do you mean?
I want him to go like this. Shh. And
just runs the finger right from nose down the lips, across the chin.
And he's like, shh. All right, what's our next big news?
Well, it's like the song from Men at Work. Who can it be now? Who can it be now?
Hey, Adam. Adam,
what?
You suck at singing, so stop.
Let
me put it in terms.
Look,
that you
I
will
know
understand.
that I do. You don't have to tell me.
Let me put it in terms that you will understand. Your singing is as bad as your face.
So it's absolutely gorgeous.
No.
And the ladies love it.
No, they are petrified when they see it.
I like to swing my long nose hairs in the wind, okay?
But yeah, so last night on AEW Dynamite, Paul Wight came out wearing his absolute perfect show, the No More Big Show shirt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, No More BS shirt. Did a promo, but then made breaking news that there will be a huge signing at Revolution of a wrestler who has had a Hall of Fame career, but not necessarily in the Hall of Fame, signing. And we've also now, Tony Khan has confirmed the person that Big Show, Paul Wight.
Yeah, it's not Big Show.
The Giant. I mean Paul Wight. It's Paul Wight.
Paul Wight.
Was saying
Big Paul
is not the sixth man in the ladder match to determine the number one contender for the TNT Championship.
So that means that we have either someone returning for the 6-man ladder match.
Yep.
Or a double debut at Revolution.
It sounds like it's gonna be a double debut. Tony said he has a great person for that.
I have it.
Spot.
I have it.
But we only know.
I know who it's going to be.
do his entrance music then.
Nope. Nope. Now, technically, these guys have been known for their this double debut, and man, they were actually right on who these are. Hall of Fame level careers. I can't believe that no one has pointed this out to them already. Little known tag team. You may have heard of them. Degeneration X. Joining this new guy. I mean, I can't really say new. He's been like, a mid-level career guy, great at selling. You probably haven't seen his stuff. Named Shawn Michaels. He's going to be in the ladder match. And his buddy, I believe it's let me check my notes. Yeah. Hunter Helmsley Hurst. No, I read it wrong. Hunter Helmsley Hurst. No. Hunter Hurst Helmsley. That's the way it is.
No. You're wrong. I think that's an old name he went by.
Oh,
I believe you're talking about Terror Rising.
No. That's a character that he got rid of when having feathered hair wasn't cool anymore. No, I believe. Let me just check the notes again. Yeah, he's going under the name Triple H right now.
Now I'm pretty sure it's Terror Rising.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I've got my sources right here. Sources say. Some people said.
Some people said. Twitter does not count as a source.
I'm not using Twitter. It's called, it's technically wrestling Twitter, so it's Witter.
No.
It's
Reddit. The fact that people were saying that Shawn Michaels on Twitter, it's like, no.
I was like, no, but
that would be awesome.
Yes.
Have him come out and go like, sorry, Paul, we're still friends, but I had to go where that's actually going to win.
Immediately over to the... Immediately over to the Good Brothers and Two Sweets them. And we're like, we get old Sean back? Yes. No, it's not going to be him.
So it's definitely one, and Tony Khan has made it clear, it's not who you think it is.
So it's not CM Punk.
It's not Brock Lesnar either.
This just in, CM Punk AEW confirmed.
This in.
No.
John Cena to AEW confirmed.
Actually, that would be a complete game changer if it was John Cena.
It was John Cena, and that would be someone I was not thinking it would be.
Nobody would have seen it coming.
Like, no one saw it coming in my fantasy booking when John Cena debuted next to Kenny Omega.
I'm sorry.
At a bar.
The fact that, no one would see that.
See that coming. You know what? No one would see it coming.
Yeah.
They would never be able to smell what The Rock is cooking.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be The Rock.
The
Rock is too big.
John Cena is not going to come ever to AEW, and if he did,
it would have to be completely out of the blue.
Well, not even that, and not just that. It's just it's even far unlikely for The Rock to come over.
Yes.
The Rock holds Vince to his success. Period. And he's never going to.
The Rock is
he's WWE blood.
Well, I mean, yes. At the same time, he's reached a level where he doesn't have to be loyal to them.
No,
but he is out of respect.
Out of respect because it got him where he was.
Also family. Come on, dude. The NOI family.
Yeah, I know.
And The Rock. And WWE, I mean, you
just imagine though.
Nia Jax, okay, that's all I gotta say on that one.
Just imagine if
she still has a job.
Just imagine if The Rock showed up at Revolution. You know how hilarious it is, because you know what would happen immediately at Monday. Nia and Shayna would drop the belt, and you would never see Nia Jax again.
Exactly.
They'd instantly.
Oh, and Roman would slowly be just punished.
Yep.
He would somehow not drop the belt, but never win a match ever again. And not because, he's being a dastardly heel.
Nope.
And no, literally somehow there would be a DQ.
Yep.
And it would be his fault every time.
So when it comes down to who this could be, it goes to the obvious. CM Punk, Brock Lesnar.
I have somebody who's not obvious, but when I say his name, you're gonna be like, it is obvious.
No, it's not gonna be Simon Miller.
You son of a bitch! Why'd you steal my thunder? No, Captain Charisma himself, Christian Cage.
I don't understand this Christian Cage. I do know Captain Charisma. Christian Cage. Yeah, I don't.
Not related to Brian.
Everyone knows that Christian just copied this Captain Charisma character. Like it's a brilliant steal.
Yeah.
Yes, Christian. If Christian came over, because Moxley said he would love for him to come over, but I would love for him to come over as Captain Charisma, wear the mask, and
that
pull
barely
off.
hides who he is. Like his tights are the exact same.
His merch says Captain Christian Cage, and when someone calls him out on it, it's like it was a misprint. There was like 14 million printed. So
it's just supposed to say Captain Charisma.
But someone accidentally put Christian Cage on there. Big mistake. But unfortunately, like 14 million.
Turns around, starts to walk away, and on the back it says not related to Brian.
Not Brian's brother, his cousin. And then over there, Matt Jackson's like 14 million.
Who's?
I'm being like, how did Captain Charisma get? No, he calls him like, how did Christian get like? And
because like, it's being the elite, he can just do that.
No, he's just like, how did Christian that? And it's like it's Brian Cutler. He's like, Christian, like, yeah, it's Christian Cage. Like, Christian, I believe it's Captain Charisma. Brian Cutler is the only person who actually buys into.
Oh yeah, because Brandon Cutler is the mark of AEW.
He's the only one who buys into it.
Frank Kazarian walks by and he's like, really? I'm not doing my thing on this one, and just walks away. Yeah. I can't, I'm in counseling now. I can't be angry about this. I need to walk away from it.
And everyone.
What do you mean? Frank, where are you going? Come on, Frank, we need to talk about this.
And of course,
who's Captain Charisma?
Well, of course,
this is the greatest mystery ever.
My bad. There's one other group that actually buys into Captain Charisma being Captain Charisma. The Dark Order.
Oh, of course.
Because they have to go and
they're trying to recruit him.
Yeah, recruit him. Oh, by the way,
yes.
Anna, I'm so happy that you're going to embrace Hangman as being cool now.
Yes, because he can shove Stu.
Because Stu couldn't come out to save 5 when he's like, and using it, not having his makeup on, when it's 3 lines. He couldn't come out.
I love the fact that like. Who was it? Alex, who pointed out it's 3 lines, dude.
Yeah, and Hangman's
like, I know, I couldn't find my makeup.
It's like, but it's 3 lines. You could have come on like, well, bam! It's like,
Hangman Page just shoves him, and he oversells the crap out of it.
He just stays there, his legs over his head, and then Anna's just like, maybe you're not so bad after all.
I do love, I love Anna, and I love the Dark Order.
By the way, I have to say this. I will say this. Watching some of the Dark Order stuff, they get to like the whole jacking off stuff, and Anna's sitting right there, and I was like,
she's just like, even better is that she's just like, basically her face and her body is just like, I'm right here, guys.
You feel bad for her, but obviously if she didn't want to be there, you're not gonna make her do that stuff. No. But she's like, I'm right. Really? Like, and when she goes like, I have enough. I really think she's like, okay, I've had enough.
Okay. I can't keep the corpsing anymore. I gotta go. Because I'm gonna laugh.
I'm pretty sure that that's their cue to say, okay, we're done.
Yeah,
we're done with this element because
it probably is one of those that it's like, all right, Anna, we're gonna try to break you, because I know John Silver loves making people laugh.
Yes, he does,
and that's the whole Johnny Hungy. Anna. He's just trying to get you to break on camera.
Because of how Mr. Brody would make him break on camera.
Would make him break. And he would try to make Brody...
Are you crying? No, I'm not crying.
No, I'm not crying. No, I'm not. Smells like
kid.
Bitch in here.
Listen, kid, I'm 29. I wanted to bring back 29. I'm 29.
It'll happen soon.
I know. No, when he turns 30. I'm 30 years old. That doesn't sound as good.
The moment that he turns 30, they're just like, shut up, old man.
No. It's like,
what? I'm 30.
I'm 30. No. Once he turns 30, you gotta drop it until he turns 39. And you're like, shut up, kid. I'm 39.
You're 39?
No.
God, you're old.
No.
Everyone's older than him, too.
No. You just gotta say, I'm 39. But up until 39, they constantly refer to him as being an old man.
Yeah.
But they come back to calling him a
Oh,
kid.
yeah, every 9.
Every 9 is they call him a kid.
He's a kid.
But yeah, going back to overall this whole thing, it's really interesting to see. It really helps hype up Revolution, which didn't really need to be hyped up anymore.
Not at all. It's got an exploding barbed wire death match. A casino, a tag team, casino battle royale.
You have Sting and Darby Allin in a fucking street fight. Not a cinematic street fight.
No!
An actual street fight that Sting took a fucking powerbomb a few weeks ago. Yeah.
You've got the 6-man ladder match. Like, this is a stacked card.
Yeah. So, it's going to be great to see. We'll get more into that on our predictions.
Yes.
Moving on to our next piece of news.
All right. So, we're off to New Japan. We're heading out west. Technically east.
Sure.
To the far east.
If you go
in a far east.
No, you're correct. If you go farther enough west,
yeah,
you're east.
I get east. So turns out, the New Japan Cup has started.
Yes,
it's going. Next week we'll probably touch on it.
We have a packed week this week, so we're not going to talk about it, but we will be covering it in future episodes.
Yeah,
hopefully,
definitely.
Hopefully we'll be able to do it next week. It all depends on how the news.
Yeah.
But it has started.
So good luck to all those that are involved. We'll
get in touch. You can look up the brackets if you want.
But it turns out that Kota Ibushi will not be able to say he's a 2-belt champion anymore.
No, he won't.
No.
Because after his defense against El Desperado,
yes,
the double championship, the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, and the IWGP Intercontinental Championship will be fully unified.
Oh, so they're just basically just getting rid of the IC title then, right?
Sort of. Because
No.
the new championship will be called the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
Which makes sense. Okay, at least they're not just straight up. It's not like when the European and the IC title became together, and it wasn't like they somehow tried to. No, they just they got rid of the European title. That's all they did.
You were wrong. There was a time where they brought the Intercontinental and European Championship together, and Kurt Angle called it the Inter-European Championship. God, I love classic Kurt.
Yeah, Kurt. Oh, I love silly Kurt.
Yeah.
But when Impact TNA Kurt, it was the best Kurt.
Yes. Because even we got pieces of silly Kurt in Impact too. But like that whole when he won the Intercontinental Championship and the European Championship, he just called it Euro Intercontinental or the Continental European.
Yeah.
Like the
Continental Breakfast.
He literally unified the names for it.
But then they eventually it was the IC title again.
Well, no, because that was back before they unified them. It was just he held both championships. But yeah, when they did unify all the belts, they just got rid of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good to see this. It is kind of sad because the Intercontinental Championship is a beloved championship.
That it is.
But when you go and look up why the Intercontinental Championship came into existence 10 years ago, I think it's actually 11 years now.
Wow. That's a short time.
But the prestige grew. Boy, if you need to make a championship prestigious, New Japan knows how to do it.
I don't know why.
Even if you look at all the other belts that they have that they could have gotten rid of instead, they're still prestigious belts.
Yeah.
They not as all of them at the same level, which they're not supposed to be. But anyway, they brought it in because it was meant to be a belt that could be the main belt to be defended on different continents. Intercontinental.
What?
And for a little while they did do that, and then it just became a normal belt. It wasn't until really Shinsuke, who really helped elevate it, and in many people's minds, he elevated above the heavyweight championship.
It was above the heavyweight championship for a bit.
A lot of people saw it because of how it was.
Well, I mean, he and AJ main evented at Wrestle Kingdom over the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. No,
they were under, but they were still. But a lot of people were saying,
"Oh no, that was still match of the night."
But still, people were more interested in that matchup than the actual heavyweight championship matchup. So, but unifying it works because now with the expansion into the U.S., they want they want the U.S. championship to be that kind of belt where they can help have that be the prime belt defended in the U.S.
And it also you could also bring the IC title back at another time.
Yes, you can. And not necessarily. I would say it's probably a good thing that they are eliminating some of the belts.
Yes. Streamlining a little bit.
But it is not that bad. And I do like the fact that they're calling the AEW Championship a World Championship. Counting how many belts they have?
Yes.
I believe they're going to be at 6.
They're at 7.
I was gonna say that was gonna be my guess, but I'm like, wait, is it 8 or 7 that they had?
Because there's the junior heavyweight,
the junior heavyweight tag team,
the Never Six, the Never,
the U.S.,
yes.
the Intercontinental, and the junior heavyweight,
and the heavyweight championship.
That was 7.
That's 7.
But if you get rid of the Intercontinental, it's
6. I mean, yes, you could.
That's what I meant.
Everything else,
that's what I said. Like you're gonna have 6.
Yeah, right now, yes. Technically, if you want to look at it as a company, you typically have one belt and then the subdivision within that range.
Yeah,
and you have the Never and the 6-man. That's their. That's the junior and the tag.
The Never and the
Oh
6
shit!
are
No,
open.
there's technically 8. We forgot the tag team, the heavyweight tag team.
You're right.
Oh,
wow.
Oof. Sorry.
We are so sorry. God, please do not come out and show up in New Hampshire, in Newmarket, New Hampshire.
We do not need the fire squad showing up at my front door.
It's like, okay, so we see Tamatonga here. Your father's not here.
He is.
He's like,
he's here, isn't he?
Do you think? What do you think? You turn around. Somehow he's in the office, but there's no other door because.
How did he do that?
And the window is still closed.
He just looks at me, just waves his hand in front of me. I am slapped by 1,000 hands
without ever touching you.
I'm just like, oh.
I'm like, it was him who forgot about it.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, you kind of have a redundancy between the IC and the US title right now.
Honestly, I always saw them as differently.
Same here.
But I mean, I can see that I'm fine with it, but it is kind of sad to see the Intercontinental Championship go, but I definitely understand the reason behind it. And if they're really going to elevate that US Championship, great. And they want to. All right, so we're going to move into our last news piece really quickly.
Do we really need to?
Just quickly. And I mean quickly, I mean, last week we talked about Marty Scurll returning to New Japan.
Yeah.
That's not happening anymore.
And then this week on the New Japan Pro Wrestling podcast, Super
J Cast.
Yeah, Super J Cast. I almost forgot their podcast. Go ahead and follow them on Twitter. Please also follow us on Twitter. That would be wonderful. They, through their sources, have said that Marty Scurll is not going to be used in the foreseeable future.
Yeah, apparently there were a lot of people who were not happy with it being involved, and if they knew he was going to be there, they wouldn't have been on the card.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of mixed baggage over the whole thing from the what was the movement? It wasn't Me Too. It was the
Speak Out
movement. So we've covered this, our opinion on it there. I can't fault anyone who has that opinion.
I can't fault you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a big misunderstanding. No one actually knows the facts overall.
It's a shitty thing that happened,
but
technically nothing illegal happened, though.
Yeah, there's a mixed baggage there, and so, but I don't blame New Japan for not using him.
Yeah, we're not defending him.
Nope.
I mean, at the same time, I'm just being like, dude.
Yeah.
Stop thinking with your dick.
Exactly. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have time for because we have 2 other shows to do.
Yes.
So go ahead, comment down below. Let us know what you thought of the Forbidden Door fun. Oh wait, that's not what we're talking about.
No.
Captain Charisma. No, wait, we don't know if that's actually happening.
No.
What was our top story? Oh, that's right. Let us know if NXT moving to Tuesday night is it going to be a good thing in your mind. Comment down below. Let us know that answer. Since you made it to the end of the podcast, why don't you go and hit that subscribe button?
Ding!
Make sure you give us a thumbs up because I forgot to say that first. Yeah, that works.
There it is.
And hit that subscribe button.
Ding!
You know, let's do that over again.
Okay.
Why don't you give us this video a thumbs up because you made it to the end? Good.
Boom.
Awesome. You're awesome. And since it's right there, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Ding!
Ring that bell.
Ding! Ding!
Make sure it's the one that, all notifications, so you know when all As the Buckle Turns and Zop Gaming content goes live.
Yeah, you guys really want to check out New England Wrestling Alliance. We've got actually, you know what? This show is going up on Saturday, right? Tomorrow is New England Wrestling Alliance, their first spring pay-per-view. Ladies and gentlemen, check it out tomorrow. It's Meltdown.
I'm cutting this part out.
No, please don't.
Oh, by the way, I'm putting this up on Sunday now. So yours.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
And
your face on that one.
Yeah, my face is fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Chicks dig the nose hair.
Yes, they do.
Nose hair.
Yes, they do.
Nose hair.
Nose hair. Your face get bent.
Nose hair.